Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study a new chapter number 4, the street games of India. What does it mean? Can you guess? What do you understand from this title of this chapter? Okay, no problem. I will explain it. You have understood about games, yes or no? Hmm. And I am sure that you must have played the number of indoor and outdoor games. Yes or no? Good. In this chapter, we will discuss or we will learn some of the street games which has played by the author or means writer in his childhood. Street games means which games are played in the street. इट हिंदी मीनिंग इज गली. गली में जो गेम्स खेला जाते हैं उनको स्ट्रीट गेम्स बोलते हैं. एंड दोज गेम्स प्लेड इन द स्ट्रीट ऑफ आवर कंट्री. यस, ओके, गुड. लाइक व्हाट आर दोज? ना, गुली, आँख में चली, कबड्डी, लाट्टू. यस और नो? Nowadays you are too much busy with your mobile. Some of the students are playing games also in your mobile. Yes or no? What are the games you are playing? Ludo, Snake and Ladder, and don't play unnecessary games. Okay, those are right for you, those are good for you, those games you can play. Okay. So this chapter had written the Mulk Raj Anand, and he was an Indian writer. Okay, so and means he shared his memories when he was in a young boy. That time, what are the street games he played? That games he wanted to remind or recall. dear dear students, we will learn some of the street games in this chapter, and the explanation of those games, how they were playing, and still you are playing some of the games, so you can remind the games also. But before going to read this chapter, what you will do, you take a pencil with your hand, and wherever you get the hard word, please underline it and write the meaning in your copy. Now let's begin the story. Excited talking and laughter, shouts of joy and despair. These are some words. Dear students, tell me, when you play a game, how do you feel? Do you feel exciting? Are you exciting too much to play the game? Yes. How do you talk? Too much loudly. How do you laugh? Free from tense. Yes or no? And you shout also with joy. But at the same time, when you lose the game, how do you feel? जब आप गेम को लूज हो जाते हो, गेम से बाहर हो जाते हो, आप कैसे महसूस करते हो? It's too bad, it's too sad. So here is also the author was telling that when he was playing game, that time he was too exciting. Now, these are the sounds of the street games of India. In this text, author Mulk Raj Anand recalled the games that he played as a young boy. This one already I told you. So now look at the next para. My interest in playing street games began early. One of my earliest memories is playing the game of Guli. The game is played with marbles, which we collected by breaking the necks of old soda bottles. What the author was telling, that in his childhood one of the earliest memories playing game is gully. Means he played with marbles. This gully was playing with marbles. And how they collected the means marbles? Now they collected from the old soda water bottles. Sometimes they bought colorful marbles also. Now look, the in this para, means here is a explanations of how they were playing gully. To play the game, each player has to have a gully or marbles. जितने सारे बच्चे खेलते हैं उनके हाथों में एक गुली रहते हैं. A little hole is dug into even ground with the heel of the foot. Each player then kneels on the ground 6 feet away from the hole. Then with their fingers they strike their gully, trying to get them into the hole. They also try to strike the other players' gullies out of the away and to their own gully, or they use their gully to push the others' gullies into the hole. Students, I hope that you have understood about how the gully is playing. Still you are, some of the students still are playing gully. Yes or no? Good. Now look at this image. There are many students, many children, and they were playing gully. Can you see dear? Good. Now our next para is shouts of "Uff, Gulimar" can be heard when one succeeds in the strike another gully out of the way. The player who gets all the gullies into the hole होल्ड फास्ट इन द विनर. जब वो मीन्स जो विनर all the gullies he collected, or he were able to put the gullies in the hole, that time how he was shouting na, oh gully maar. This is a Hindi word. Now look at the next para. Father did not like us to waste time playing gully. The author father, he didn't like that children play with gully, but I tried my luck at the game anyway. But वो जो author थे वो हमेशा चाहते थे कि गुली खेल से वो लाख अपना लाख नहीं कर सके. But I did not have the deft fingers needed to be really good at the game, and often lost my gullies to the other older people. Author was saying that I was not very much well to play gully. Then also he was playing, and he oftenly try he was losing the gullies from the older players. Now read the next para. It was not long before I moved on the other games. After playing gully, when he was growing little bit, that time he moved on another game. The game I enjoyed the most was Aankh Mein Choli, or Blind Man's Buff. In this game, one player covers their eyes with their hands or the piece of cloth. Dear students, look at here or listen properly. This game is like you are playing hide and seek. Yes or no? Some of the students, some of the children still are playing that hide and seek. So this game is like that. And when here is the explanations of this game. What is saying here the author? Now one player covers their eyes with their hands or with a piece of cloth, and the others hide in different places, and the blind man looks for them. This is the game of Aankh Mein Choli. Look at the next para. The first time I played this game with my older cousin, I cheated. I peeped through my fingers to see where she had hidden herself. Means that this game, that hide and seek or Aankh Mein Choli, the author was playing first time with his cousin sister, and he cheated also. He peeped through my fingers, means उनके finger, he covered his eyes, but he pretend that he covered his eyes, but he was not covering his eyes, and he was searching his sister, that where she was hidden. Then I ran here and there pretending to look for her. Then means यूं ही वो इधर उधर ऑथर घूम रहे थे, मीन्स प्रिटेंड कर रहे थे फॉर ब्लाइंड फोल्डेड, बट ही वॉज लुकिंग एवरीथिंग. फाइनली व्हेन शी नियरली showed herself behind the creepy, I caught her and laughed and struck as though I had been looking all over for her. फिर जैसे उन्होंने मीन्स बिहाइंड बैक में आके खड़ी हुई, तो उन्होंने ऑथर ने कॉट कर लिया, मीन्स उनको पकड़ लिया, और ही वाज शाउटेड दैट यस आई कॉट हर. However, as I grew up, I found that playing blind man's Bab with a large group. However, means author wherever he had gone, he found that hide and seek were playing with large group. Means बहुत सारे बच्चे एक साथ इकट्ठा होके ये गेम को खेलते थे. Required more skill. Each one was so clever at hiding that the blindfolded one roamed about, hearing the others shout, but unable to touch anyone. Now look at this para. Sometimes the older boys used the game as a trick on me when they did not want me to play with them. Means sometimes some others boys, means older boys, थोड़े से उनसे ऑथर से बड़े बड़े बच्चे वो ये गेम को खेलते थे, and they tricked him, and they did not means they did not want the author to play with them. Although I remembered crying many times when they did this. वो लोग जब इस गेम में मीन्स इंक्लूड नहीं करते थे ऑथर को, इस गेम में ऑथर को नहीं प्लेइंग करवाते थे, तब ऑथर वाज crying, and I enjoyed this game even when I become older. And author was saying that when he become older little bit, that time also he enjoyed this game. Which game is that? Na Aankh Mein Choli. Good, very good. Students, I think this is enough for today. In next class we will complete the remaining part of this chapter. So how many games did you learn today? 2. What are they? Gully and Aankh Mein Choli. These are the street games of India. Good. We will learn some of the more street games in our next session. So thank you so much. Have a good day.